Don't do this. I tried to warn you. There's a way to always win and never lose. How can I say that? Well, 20 trades now. 20 wins. My portfolio is now just touching $270,000, all from $5,000. There's my main account. There's my Roth IRA. There's my position with my margin, 270 grand. I started with 5,000, no options, no shorting, no crypto, just solid, good businesses, buying macro conditions and never afraid to take a profit and never chase. Why am I saying don't do this? I warned everybody, I pleaded with everybody, and I took loads of abuse and emails and messages coming out of my ears. Did it change the path? Did it change the truth? Nope. The facts are the facts. You do what you like. 2 big mistakes. Number 1, Elon Musk, Tesla, great business. Whether you like it or not, Elon Musk is doing massive amounts of damage around the world. Outside of America, I'm talking about. Half of America love him, half of America not too keen on him. But outside of America, and you should be concerned, we had one viewer a moment ago, I'm making this live in the show, he was very rude and said, who cares about Germany? Well, they're a big customer of Elon Musk, and so are China, and he's upsetting everyone with his politics. Another one, I told everyone, this one here, even worse, the most expensive stock in history, insane 600 times earnings, and I said there's people calling for Alex Karp to go to prison for fraud and pumping a stock, and I showed you the evidence of it. Now, you'll never guess what happened when I talked about this. Well, again, I was right, but here is the craziness. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. You can see the stock has come down, and it's gaining momentum. It's going to go a lot lower than this. It could fall 80%. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And here's how crazy this is. Somebody bought this recently near the top, and I warned yesterday that this is going to collapse, and I showed you lots of evidence to suggest that, and so on and so forth. This person then decided to sell when I said that this isn't a good thing, this is going to collapse, all right? So far, I've been right. It's been coming down all day, and it's going to go a lot worse than this when the euphoria completely dies out. This is absolutely going to come down. And this person was really angry with me, saying they lost I think it was $5, or it may have been $50,000, $5 or $50,000, something to do with their capital gains or whatever, because it hasn't come down enough and they're disappointed or something else. They cashed in too early because of me, despite the fact it still keeps going down. Isn't that weird? That's a sort of perverse information that you get. First of all, if you sold it, like I said, and you did, by now you should be thanking me because it's gone down a lot. Not be upset because it hasn't come down enough. It's coming down quite a bit as we speak. So that's a bit odd. And second of all, if you're you're trading because I have said that this is the news and this is what's going on, and you're making financial decisions when I have never spoken to you, I have no idea anything about your background whatsoever, and you're blaming me because you're getting capital gains tax. I mean, how ridiculous is that? You're making decisions on my videos. This is not financial advice. However, it was absolutely right. It did come down, and it is going to come down a lot lower. So you should actually be saying thanks ever so much, because now I can buy back more if that's what you wanted to do. But to say you've lost money because of me when you've sold it and it's been coming down since you sold it is a bit weird, really. But anyway, people always want to blame you for everything. Blame you if they win, blame you if they lose, blame you if you're in between. Take responsibility for yourself. I mean, and here's why I'm saying don't do this. You've got people chasing the stock up. Now you got people chasing the stock down, and I'm talking about Palantir and Tesla. No one can make their mind up, all right? You don't have to do any of this stuff. People looking at the volatility of XRP. Should I buy it on this dip? Bitcoin, should I buy it on this? Remember, We said, or we were told, that when Trump came into office, there'd be a Trump rally on Bitcoin. The rally was before Trump came in, and ever since he's come in, it's gone down. And if you don't really agree with me and you think I'm just making this stuff up, I mean, just look at it. I'd suggest, or you could even do this if you really wanted to. You could go into our crypto numbers here, and you could type this in. So when you talk about a crypto effect, a Trump effect, we've now got on show one of the worst crypto coins ever. No, I'm not against Trump or for Trump. I'm for my members. I'm just simply telling people the truth, and no one seems to want the truth. My members do, fortunately. But people that just view my show, sort of occasionally, they want things to be not what they are, and I don't know why. Because if you look at what it actually is, this was my Roth IRA today. Look at that for a gain. That was Coca-Cola. I was told you can't make money on Coca-Cola. Well, I made a small fortune today, and there it is. And no options, no shorts, no contracts, nothing. And now I've got another all-time high once again. So there it is. So what the moral of the story is: don't do this. Don't chase a stock upwards. Don't chase a stock downwards. Don't join the Palantir fan club because somebody told you to. Well, they're selling their own shares. It's effectively stock manipulation, and it's actually technically illegal. Donald, you've got Elon Musk now running around upsetting everybody everywhere. Now, half of America love him. Half of America hate him. He's doing some good things, doing some bad things. But as an investor, he's absolutely destroying his company, Tesla. And if that's okay with you, that's absolutely fine. But the point is, it doesn't have to be this way. So don't do this. You could be just a boring investor like me and consistently make money, 20 trades, 20 wins. And if you want to see how perverse it gets, look at this. We had somebody come in earlier. When I called them out on it, they didn't come back to me. They just went completely quiet. And this is the attitude of people today losing their money on Tesla and Palantir. This guy calls himself JB, and he says, "What are you talking about, mate? You're invested in the S&P 500. You call yourself an investor?" Yep. I call myself an investor, not a speculator or a gambler, and I've consistently won 20 trades, 20 wins, portfolio from $5 to $270,000. Yeah, I think so. Along with Warren Buffett and along with institutions and banks and finance managers and just about everybody who's got any money. But don't listen to me. Listen to JB, because apparently I'm a flipping idiot. Anyway, this is the sort of stuff you get. I wouldn't be surprised if he's losing his money today on Tesla and Palantir. Now, I want to be absolutely clear with you folks, right? I like Tesla. I quite like Elon Musk. However, as a CEO, he's terrible. He's terrible as a CEO. He should be the chief engineer and get on with it. Alex Karp, really, I mean, he's broken every rule of the SEC, getting people to join a Palantirian fan club on a stock which is 600 times earnings. All of that will always come home to roost, and it's happening live right in front of you. Don't do this. Do this. You can consistently win 20 trades, 20 wins. I'm never going to lose on a trade, like ever. And you might say that's a bit of a silly thing to say, but it's not. It's not, because I just keep doing it. And there's no reason why I would lose on a trade. I'm buying appreciating assets. I buy them on a macro dip. It could go lower. I wait. I have patience. But I don't need to sell on the way down if it gets worse. My margin is managed. My risk is managed. My understanding is managed. I just wait and buy more as I earn more money in my job. I just buy more on the way down if that was the case. But I wouldn't get margin called, and I wouldn't lose and have to sell for a loss. There's no need for it. We live in a world of opportunity everywhere. It's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. And sadly, the biggest person and the biggest problem for anyone is yourself. Most people, and I'm guilty of it myself, this very morning, a few hours ago, when I took my trade on Coca-Cola, and it went up a little bit more. I didn't catch the top. Near the top, very close, but I decided to take my profit because it had outperformed the earnings call. 4% on an earnings call was outperforming the numbers. So just looking at the numbers, it outperformed it. I was expecting to keep it another couple of quarters as it would take that time to get that sort of gain. And I was hoping by the end of the summer to maybe 20% gain. But I got 4% instantly. So I decided, because the S&P was down and there's still plenty of room to go before we pull back in October, which we will, I thought, you know what, I'm going to take my profit. Now, it did feel a little bit difficult at first because I had $38,000 of Coca-Cola and it went up slightly. I maybe could have got another $700, $800. It was around about here. I sold here. I regarded that as it was just about there, 4%. I was very happy with that. It went up a bit more, it came back down, and now it's going up again. Doesn't matter, does it? It can go up $1 million. And if it does, have I lost? Well, from this direct trade, you could say, but I've still got it in the S&P anyway, so I'm still going to get it that way round. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you don't have. What matters is what you do. Take care of what's yours. Don't be concerned what everybody else has got and how much money you could have if you did this and you did that. Just take care of your money. And if you consistently make profit and you never lose and you just keep winning and winning and winning, you're going to do well at the end of the day. And that's all that matters. Could you have got more? Well, yeah, of course I could have done. I could buy a lottery ticket today. I haven't bought a lottery ticket. I've got no chance of winning. I could go out to work. I could go out tonight and socialize in Dallas, and I could get someone to book me for one of my Piano Man gigs and earn $5,000. But I'm not going to, because I'm going to watch the TV with my wife after a day in the studio. There's always things you could do that you didn't do. But you don't lose those things because you didn't do those things. So just focus on what you've got and you'll do well. So the moral of this story is, don't do this. It's very easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. Don't chase a stock up. Don't chase it down. Don't have a FOMO. Don't have regret. Just consistently make money. 20 trades, 20 wins. And then you get people coming in telling you you're an idiot because all you do is invest in the S&P and you must be an idiot. I mean, really? Where is that person now? I'm actually inviting that person to call in and be on the show. And as always, they've disappeared and buggered off and they say absolutely nothing. Anyway, click above my head for all the links down below in the description. And over here, I'll put more information. Over here, I'll put the video I recorded about Alex Karp. People are saying he should go to prison for doing stock manipulation. You decide. And down here, I recorded a video about Tesla warning people, and people saying it doesn't even matter what happens in Germany in the chat. Sadly, they've probably never left their home and have no idea the power of Europe. It's not, America isn't an island. We have to do business with everybody, and it's important to be aware at the very least, isn't it? Anyway, you decide. Anyway, there you go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.